Welcome back to the World Shooting Parasport Championship Sydney 2019. We've got one more final on day 4, and it is the R5, a mixed 10-meter air rifle prone SH2 event. We've got 8 athletes ready to battle it out for the all-important 3 medals up for grabs. My name's Jamie Stangroom, and this is the Sydney International Shooting Centre. And this final is going to work as following. We'll have 2 series of 5 shots, which will be followed by single shots. And after every 2 single shots, an athlete will leave the competition. So our first elimination will take place after shot 12, and that will continue after every 2 single shots until we have the medals decided, of course, ending up with that gold medal. If at any point we have a tie-break situation for the lowest ranked finalist to be eliminated, then the athletes in question will fire additional tie-breaking single shots until the tie has been broken. There are the 8 athletes competing in this final. We'll introduce them to you fully in just a few moments, courtesy of our announcer here in Sydney at the International Shooting Centre, who is called Shaq. So Shaq will be introducing them to the audience here, and also to you at home, wherever you're watching. We are live on the Paralympic Games YouTube channel and also on the World Shooting Parasport Facebook page as well. Now, there are about 300 athletes competing at this World Championships. It's a busy event, coming from 55 different nations. And along the way, eventually, by the time proceedings come to an end, 53 quota places for the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games will have been dished out. From this event, there have been a number that have already been distributed. Russia, Serbia, and a couple of firsts. Indonesia picking up their first quota place for the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games, and also Bosnia and Herzegovina have picked up 2 quotas today, one from this event and also in the P4 event as well. So Indonesia, Russia, Serbia, Japan, Bosnia and Herzegovina taking one from this event and also one from another event today. And as I said, first quota places for Indonesia and Japan, the home nation for the Paralympic Games. So our athletes competing here today are from a range of countries. We've got Korea, Great Britain, New Zealand, Serbia, France, Ukraine, Serbia again. So 2 athletes from Serbia in total, and Italy, Andrea Liverani, who is no stranger to this finals hall. He was here the other day in the mixed 10-meter air rifle standing event. Just missed out on the gold. He missed out to Slovakia's František Terzek. Did take away the silver medal with him. Lee of Korea on firing point A. He's picked up Asian Para Games silver, but it's his first final at a World Championship, so there's a good mix of experience and also a few debutants in terms of World Championship finals. We've also got a birthday boy out there today, Michael Johnson of New Zealand. It is his birthday today, so I'm sure he would like to celebrate that with a gold medal. But Shaq, our announcer here in Sydney, is about to introduce the athletes. So let's hand over to Shaq.
Representing the Republic of Korea, he won silver medal at the 2018 Para-Asian Games in Indonesia, Lee Ji-sok. On firing point B, representing Great Britain, a bronze medal at the London 2012 Paralympic Games and 2 World Cup gold medals, James Bevis. On firing point C, representing New Zealand, 7th at the 2018 World Championships and gold medal at the 2015 World Cup in Turkey, Michael Johnson.
The birthday boy.
On firing point D, representing Serbia, it's his 2nd World Championships after placing 8th in Korea last year, Dejan Jokic. On firing point E, representing France, he won bronze medal at the World Championships in 2018, Alain Quittet. On firing point F, representing Ukraine, he's the reigning Paralympic champion and he has been since London 2012 and he's already won gold and silver at World Cups this year, Vasil Kovalchuk. On firing point G, representing Serbia, the 2013 and 2018 European champion and the defending world champion, Dragan Ristic. And on firing point H, representing Italy, he won World Cup gold last year in France and already won silver this week in the air rifle standing competition, Andrea Liverani. The Chief Range Officer for this final is Rod Sampson from Australia. And the jury member in charge of this final is Sumaya Imamuddin from the United Arab Emirates. Very best of luck to all 8 athletes. Ladies and gentlemen, please show them your encouragement and enjoy the competition.
Okay, so we've now met the 8 athletes competing in this final, and I am very honoured, very happy to say that I have some fellow human company with me now. Joining me for this final is Neelam O'Neill from New Zealand. She is a rifle shooter and she's competed at various World Cups, UAE, Bangkok.
I also do pistol as well.
And you also do pistol?
I do.
Do you have a preferred?
Oh, I do love my rifle, my prone, but pistol's getting up there, so yeah, just anything. I can pick up anything and shoot it, really. Yeah.
Anything?
Yeah.
So it was rifle first?
Rifle first.
And are you here competing in both?
Yeah. Yeah. So I do R3 and R2 and P2.
Right. And how's your World Championships experience been so far?
It's been great, like just getting to see all these top athletes compete and getting to see our favourite Michael Johnson in finals. It's very exhilarating. Yeah.
There is potential for you to be a little bit biased in this final.
A little bit. So my commentary may be towards the Kiwis at the moment. But I do have a couple of favourites in here.
You do?
Yeah, like Andrea Liverani, definitely one of the top ones that I watch. Of course, our very golden boy, Michael Johnson. And by the way, just for anyone, it's his birthday today. So he's got his birthday luck on at the moment. And yeah.
I'm glad you've confirmed it is his birthday because I said that earlier.
Yeah.
And I wasn't 100% sure. So I'm glad that you've come here to confirm that it is indeed Michael Johnson's birthday today.
It is.
So we have 2 series of 5 shots, the first of which is coming up. And as mentioned previously, then we move into single shots. After every 2 single shots, one of our athletes will leave the competition. Is it your first time here in Sydney?
No, I was here a couple of weeks ago actually shooting at the Sydney Cup.
Okay, at this very venue?
At this very venue, and even on that final range. So that final range is very cold, but at the moment might not be that cold actually.
We've had a warmer day, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've had some cold ones during this World Championships, but today has been a bit warmer. So what's it like as an athlete out there shooting in that finals hall? Apart from the temperature.
Yeah, apart from the temperature, it's actually very nerve-wracking. So with everybody watching in the background and, you know, having these 8 bays where you've got competitors all around you and you hear the start and stop, it keeps you on edge, but you kind of go into either flight or fight mode. And I think it pays off when you do get a really good shot in that time pressure area. But you can see these guys are very focused on what they're doing. Like
they are. We've had some high scores already.
Yeah.
10.9 for Liverani.
Yeah.
10.8 for Bevis and also for Lee as well. But focus is the name of the game, isn't it, really?
It is. You can see all of them are very focused. There's no smiles going on. It's all just eyes down the barrel.
Yeah, plenty of nice high
10.8's going on at the moment.
Jokic.
Good old Michael Johnson with his 10.8.
Yeah, he's on a total of 31.8 as things stand.
Oh, working up the ranks.
We do have some rankings, live rankings in front of us, which you don't have at home, but I almost think it's pointless to talk about those at this stage because it just changes so quickly, doesn't it, in this first series?
Especially in these, the 5-shot series. It's anybody's game.
That's Liverani, his second final in this hall at these World Championships.
Oh, he's just jumped ahead.
Yeah, he's currently leading the way.
By 0.2.
10.7 for Michael Johnson, that was his last shot. Followed by a 10.6. They're consistently in the 10s, these shots.
Oh, there's no nerves on these guys today.
No. They're all going for it.
I like that thinking face. You can see every athlete thinks differently. The way that they concentrate between their shots.
They
It's
express
very
their
interesting.
thoughts differently
Yeah.
on the outside. So we've had our first series of 5, and there is not much between any of the athletes out there. Leading the way is Liverani of Italy. He's 0.4 ahead of Beres and Lee, who are tied in second place.
Michael Johnson's in
Michael
fourth place.
Johnson, yeah, he's in 4th place. So he is
Yes.
0.3 behind the two athletes tied in second, so he's going well.
Go, Mikey.
Meanwhile, in 8th place, but far from out of this, Kite is 0.5 behind Kovalchuk of Ukraine. Ukraine are having an amazing World Championships,
They're
picking up
going
medals
so
left,
well.
right, centre. And then it's Jokic in 6th behind his teammate, Ristic, in 5th. So what kind of character is Michael Johnson? I guess you can talk about. I mean, I'm sort of allowing you to be biased here, but he's obviously the one, best out of these 8. What kind of character is he?
He is a very calm, collected character. He did say that he enjoys skydiving and rescuing koalas out of trees and deep sea driving as well. I think some of those are a little bit fibs there, but just try. Maybe, we don't know. We will never know unless we see it. But yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. Everybody loves him. He's always the one to watch when we go away. Even when he goes off to World Cups around the world, we all tune in at home, even though the time frame is completely different. But we just want to know how well he's done. But it's great to see that he's at such a high level, and he's been up there since 2004, I think. He hasn't really gone, oops, I've done that wrong, and then dropped down. He's actually been up that top point for such a long time. So I guess a lot of these athletes, even in the SH2s, actually look up to him for guidance and experience as well, because he's just been in it for so long.
And do you know any of the, just to say, once again, we're having some consistently high shots in the 10s. Do you know any of the others out there personally? Because one thing I've noticed, this is, I've done many shooting sport competitions, but this is my first Paralympic event. And everybody seems to know each other pretty well, which I haven't seen at other shooting sport events as much.
Yeah.
You're going to be the one that says, no, I don't know anyone else now. It's just Michael Johnson.
Yeah, Michael Johnson all the way. I don't know anybody else. No, just kidding. I actually know the Australian team very well, just because I guess they're not that far off from us, and we have competed with them a couple of times over the years.
You have your Oceania Championships coming up, don't you, actually?
Yeah, so that's in beginning of November, I think. But I guess these events, like the World Championships, is a great chance to meet all these other different athletes. And it's kind of like, I don't know everybody here, but it's actually been really great getting to know different athletes from different areas, like rifle and pistol, some shotgun athletes as well, which is the first time that we've had shotgun joint in, which is really cool. So it's just a nice environment to be in.
Yeah, well, we've had our second series now of 5 shots.
Yes.
And Andrea Liverani is still leading the way. He had a 10.9 during that series. I think that's his second 10.9 during this final.
I think it is too.
And that was also another 10.9 for Kite of France in the mix there. He is in 7th place, 0.2 behind Kovalchuk in 6th. It's Jokic in 8th place, 0.1 behind the Frenchman. And moving back up the table, we talked about Liverani, behind him is Ristic, who is 0.4 behind. And then your man Michael Johnson is in 3rd spot, and he's just, what, 0.2 behind 2nd place. Bevis.
He's clawing it back.
Bevis and Lee, once again, are clinging to each other. They're on a shared total of, well, not shared, they've got their own total, but it's 105.9, the same total each, and that's just 0.2 behind Michael Johnson. So we're in the single shots now. We're 2 shots away from the first elimination, and it's so tight out there.
It's super tight. Less than a point for each athlete, really.
10.6 for Kovalchuk, and we've got a 10.8 for Ristic.
10.8 for Michael Johnson.
They're all well up into the 10s. 10.8, yeah, as you said, for Michael Johnson. Lee with a 10.7. So in terms of the standings, focusing down at the bottom, it is still Jokic there, who's 0.8 now behind his closest rival, which is Kite of France. So that's gone up. That margin's gone up with 1 shot. Do you think he can pull that off to stay in the competition?
Anything can happen.
That it can. Well, we will find out exactly what's going to happen. Liverani's still leading the way, with Ristic still in 2nd. Michael Johnson is in 3rd. And Lee and Bevis separated. 4th for Lee, Bevis in 5th. Here we go. So this shot is for the first elimination, 8th place.
Oh, 10.8 for Ristic.
10.6 for Jokic. It won't be enough, with Kite firing a 10.3, Kovalchuk as well firing a 10.2, so it does mean that Dejan Jokic of Serbia will leave the competition in 8th place. He made the World Championships last year in Korea and finished in the same position, 8th as well. And he's had a busy year. He was at the World Cup in Croatia this year, took 6th place there. So there's Dejan Jokic finishing on a total of 125.5. It was 0.5 less than Kite of France, who is sharing the new danger zone with Kovalchuk of Ukraine. And Michael Johnson's knocked down slightly.
Only slightly.
Yeah, don't worry. Stay calm. Stay calm,
I'm gonna
Neelam.
start crying.
He's still in it. He's in 4th place now, but just 0.1 behind Lee, who's jumped up into 3rd. And we have a change right at the top. Look at that. Ristic of Serbia is the new leader. Liverani is down into 2nd. So we're 2 shots away from the next elimination now for 7th place. 10.7 for Kovalchuk. Highest score so far. Well, low one for Liverani.
That's not good.
9.8. Another 10.7. This one for Lee. Michael Johnson with a 10.2. So
Ooh, bit of a change here.
there is a bit of a change. Yeah. We're looking at the table now.
Lee's clawed it back up, 0.1 off Ristic.
Michael Johnson tied in 3rd with Liverani. Ristic still leading, but just 0.1 over Lee. But look at that. This could be interesting, because Kite of France in 7th. The danger zone, 1 shot away from elimination, but just 0.1 away from Kovalchuk. That is one of the finest margins out there.
It's the worst margin to be in.
But there's hope.
Oh yeah, definitely hope. But when you're actually in it and you know that there's 0.1, that's the difference between a silver and a gold. That's a ridiculous amount.
It is such a slim margin.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
What a time to hit a 10.9. Kovalchuk with 10.8. So we
Lee with 10.8 as well.
see, yeah, shoots off.
Excellent.
So 10.9 for Kite and the 10.8 for Kovalchuk means they're both tied in 147.5. Now, Neelam, you say excellent. It's probably not what they're thinking right now, is it?
Probably not. They're probably going, uh-oh, now I have to put an extra shot in here.
What's it like being out there with, you've talked about earlier, the pressure of people behind you, the music, the announcer. What's it like being in this situation? I suppose in this sport, the most tense of situations.
Well, I actually forgot to say the actual main part of it is the actual shoot instead of all the people. So at the shoot off, you know, everybody's just watching between you and somebody else, and you're wanting to get that perfect shot within the 30 seconds that they have. So to make sure that that shot doesn't go wrong is very hard within that short time.
Well, the shoot-off has taken place, and Alan Kite with a 10.5 hit the lowest score. So he will leave the competition next in 7th place. His total was 147.5, and he just misses out on staying in via a shoot-off.
Lee of Korea has now overtaken.
Must be gutting when you go out. I mean, it's going out full stop, but especially for a shoot-off, must feel
And a
cruel.
10.5 isn't bad either. Like, that's a good shot.
It's a very good shot,
Yeah.
Well, we've got 6 athletes remaining, and Lee is the leader. Ristich now in 2nd place, 0.1 separating the 2 athletes there. Michael Johnson in 4th, he's 0.2 behind Liverani in 3rd. Kovalchuk, the new danger zone, of 6th place, but he's just 0.2 behind Bevis. This is Lee on your screen at the moment, the leader. We've had a 10.8 for Kovalchuk meanwhile. 10.7 for Lee.
Stop.
The same score as Liverani. So we have a very interesting situation on our hands here with the table, and you can probably tell from Neelam's reaction that it's not the best news for Michael Johnson. However, he's far from out this. He's sharing 5th place with James Bevis of Great Britain. They're tied on 158.2, but that's only 0.1 less than Kovalchuk in 4th place. And we're 1 shot away from the next elimination, or another shoot-off.
Oh, that would be pretty good if it was a shoot-off.
It would, again, from a spectator's point of view, but for the guys out there, I'm sure that's the last thing they want right now. They just want to stay safe. And
Yeah, see, going through their heads, they're like, I need to make this a good shot.
well, Michael Johnson, as things stand, would be heading for a shoot-off to stay in the final with James Bevis, but there's still a shot, and they're both only 0.1 behind 4th place.
And look at that concentration on both their faces.
Do these two know each other well?
I think so.
10.8 for Johnson.
Ooh, goodness.
Same score for Kovalchuk. We're waiting on Bevis. 10.8 for Bevis as well. There were 3 10.8s for the athletes in the most danger, shooting high scores under the most intense pressure. So we do have, I mean, that was essentially a shoot-off, what we just had, but
That
now
was
we
brilliant
officially
shoot-off.
have a shoot-off between Michael Johnson and James Bevis. How are you feeling right now,
I'm a
Neelam?
bit nervous watching this now.
You're probably more nervous than your teammate, I think.
Probably.
Well,
I think I've just taken all the nerves out of him, so he's fine to go. He can shoot 10.9s, that's fine.
Well, he's up against James Bevis of Great Britain, Michael Johnson. Both experienced athletes, tied on 169. This is to stay in the competition. One of them will leave in 6th place. 10.1 for Johnson, 10.7 for Bevis. So it does mean, as you can tell from Neelam's reaction, that Michael Johnson will finish in 6th place at these World Championships. Coming down to a shoot-off, yet again another shoot-off in this final. It's his birthday as well today. Accepts the applause from the audience. How do you think he's feeling right now?
I think he'll be feeling a bit gutted that he ended it on 10.1 because
happy birthday, Michael.
I like that they just mentioned it.
Yeah, he's just been wished happy birthday by Shaq, our announcer here.
Oh, that's excellent. But yeah, I think he'll probably be feeling gutted, but he'd be proud of himself to get into the final in the first place, especially qualifying second with his 638.1. Yeah.
Will he be celebrating his birthday tonight at least, do you think?
We actually celebrated last night and the night before, so
Oh, well, why not continue then?
exactly. I think it's well deserved that we do something tonight as well.
Yeah. Well, he's made a final again at a World Championship.
Exactly.
So there is no shame in that whatsoever. So we have 5 athletes left. It's Bevis in the danger zone after surviving that shoot off. We're 1 shot away now from the next elimination. They come around so quickly. Ristic with 10.8, the highest score there. He is in second place, 0.1 behind Lee. Liverani in third, 0.3 behind the Serbian. Bevis, 0.6 behind Kovalchuk, who's 0.3 behind the Italian Liverani. So Bevis has 1 shot to make up that difference, to force another shoot-off or to overtake the Ukrainian. What do you think to that kind of margin with 1 shot? And the way these guys are shooting right now, they're all shooting high.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because all of these guys are doing so well at keeping those high shots going. It's definitely hard to tell. It'll be hard to beat Vassal, I reckon. But good luck to Bevis though.
Yeah, well, here we go. So this is for 5th place. We are edging ever closer to the medals. 10.5 for Kovalchuk. 10.8 for Ristic. Then high score of Liverani with 10.7, 10.8 for Lee. Oh, 10.9 for Bevis. It won't be enough to keep him in, but what a way to sign out.
Yeah, especially with the highest score you can get. Can't be.
I've never seen anyone shake their head after firing a 10.9. But of course,
unfortunately, it does happen.
Yeah. Well, it is because he has been eliminated from the competition. But what can you do? He shot a 10.9. That's the best he could do.
Yeah.
It's the best that anyone could do in this situation, and he will take 5th place. James Bevis of Great Britain, 190.1 is his total.
I'd be happy with that 10.9.
Well, he's actually bettered his best World Championship finish, which was 6th
Oh, excellent.
in 2014. So he's taken up 5th place today.
That's excellent.
Right, Neelam, let's take a look. We've got Lee leading the way still, 0.1. Ristic so tight there at the top. In fact, it's tight between all 4 remaining athletes, just 0.5 between Kovalchuk and Liverani.
You know, it's 1 point between all 4.
It is, isn't
That's
it?
ridiculous.
I don't think we've seen the last of shoot-offs in this final.
No, I don't think so either, which is very exciting, but obviously not for them.
Once again, all high scores. The highest of them all was Lee, 10.7.
Lee with a
He is leading.
Lee is running with us now.
He is, isn't he? 202 his total, 0.2 more than Ristic. So Kovalchuk, the awkward 4th position that nobody really wants. So close to the medal spot. He's in it, but he's 0.4 behind Liverani in 3rd place.
Oh, anything can happen though.
It can. So Kovalchuk will be looking to make up that difference now and more to stay in this competition. He's looking for his first World Championships medal. Here's the Ukrainian. Liverani's already taken 1 from this World Championships. Now getting into it as well. 10.6 for Ristic. Kovalchuk with a 10.4. which won't be enough to keep him in, with Liverani firing a 10.5. So he's 0.5 short with a total of 211.2. It is Vasyl Kovalchuk of Ukraine, the London 2012 and Rio Paralympic champion. He was looking for his first World Championship medal. It won't come today. He was up against 3 other athletes who are shooting. Everyone in the finals has just been shooting high.
Yeah, it's a tough competition in R5 today. Just watching their matches today, you could see that everybody is wanting to get that top 8 placing to get into the final today.
Well, Lee is the leader still. Ristic still in 2nd, but just 0.1 separating the 2. Liverani in 3rd spot, and he's 0.7 behind the Serbian.
Now the tension starts with the crowd.
That it does. You see Liverani and Ristic. Liverani's really picked up the silver.
That's a beautiful shooting.
Wow, 2 10.9s and the 10.8. So the 10.8 was for Ristic. Lee and Liverani with 10.9.
0.1 was dropped.
So Lee has actually managed to edge away from Ristic by an extra 0.1. So that difference is now 0.2. Liverani, 0.6 away from Ristic. One shot to keep himself in this competition. It's going to be, I mean, it's a very doable margin to overcome, but the way everyone's shooting in this final, it's going to be tough for the Italian to stay in.
You can't get better than that.
You can't. 10.9. He's going to have to get another score like that and hope Ristic. Shoots lower. 10.6 for Ristic, so that will be enough. 4 for Liverani, so it does mean that the Italian takes the bronze medal from this final, finishing on a total of 233. I mean, he's had a great World Championships. 2 medals now. He had the silver here in the mixed 10-meter air rifle standing. Just missed out on the gold. So he can add the bronze medal to that silver. Not a bad tally to take away from this World Championships.
No, not bad at all. It's a great build-up towards Tokyo for next year.
It really is. He also took bronze at the LA World Cup as well this year, so he's having a very strong year indeed. Right, so we've got 2 athletes left. It's Lee still leading the way. Ristic still in second. 0.4 now the difference between the 2 remaining athletes, and we have 2 shots, at least 2 shots left in this final. We've had 2 shoot-offs, wasn't it? We've had 2 shoot-offs.
Yeah, 2 shoot-offs.
I feel like we've maybe still not seen
I feel like there's been more than that.
Yeah. Well, there was one where it was essentially a shoot-off, but not officially a shoot-off.
Yeah.
2 10.8s.
2 10.8s.
Amazing.
Wow. So it remains 0.4 between these 2 shooters, Lee and Ristic.
That the Serbian Ristic is the defending world champion.
Ristic,
no athlete at this World Championships
full
has yet been able
of
to defend their
experience
title from 2019.
Wow.
He's here defending his world title, but trailing Lee,
from last year. Or is Lee going to be
who's in his first final at a World Championship.
Oh, that gives me goosebumps.
He's got Asian Para Games silver to his name. He's experienced, but it is his first final at a World Championships, and he's leading the defending champion.
That's excellent.
But he's not secured it yet. 0.4 is the difference.
Just that one last shot.
Yeah, Ristic with his World Championship experience, can he make it count? .7 for Ristic, 10.4 for Lee, just 0.1 is the difference, but Lee Ji Sok of the Republic of Korea clinches the gold medal, and he takes Ristic's world title off his hands, so he is
Look
the
how
new
happy he is.
world champion. He should be. I don't think you can believe it.
By 0.1.
0.1.
Some irresistible shooting.
There was some amazing shooting throughout that final
Congratulations to the new
all the
world
athletes.
champion.
Yeah. There's a lot of high shots in that final.
Consistently high throughout from everyone, really. We had shoot-offs, 2 official shoot-offs. There's tears from Lee's loader there as well. And that is Dragan Ristic, who shot so well throughout that final. He's given up his world title, but he does take World Championship silver away from Sydney. And it was Andrea Liverani of Italy who picked up the bronze with his total of 233.
What an amazing feeling for Lee, especially, you know, World Championships, pulling out all the stops when he needed to, and actually got into being the world title holder.
It's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Well, there's also Paralympics as well, I suppose.
Oh yes, there's also Paralympics.
Today at least, it's as good as it gets. And there he is, the man in the middle, Lee Ji Sok. He is the new world champion. Dragan Ristic with the silver, Andrea Liverani with the bronze. So I have been joined today by Neelam O'Neill from New Zealand, rifle and also a cheeky pistol shooter as well. Just finally, how would you sum up today's final?
Today's final was tough. Everybody brought the A game, had all those high shots, had 2 shoot-offs, not just one. It's been some tough competition, but these guys have done so well, especially Lee, to get that first place.
Well, thank you again for joining me, And good luck with the rest of your season. The Oceania Championships coming up next as well. So good luck with that, and good luck with Michael Johnson's birthday celebrations, part 3 tonight.
Yes, we're going to go out and party for a little bit.
Behave. That's
And
all I'm gonna
behave.
say.
Still got
Behave.
competition tomorrow.
Thank you at home for joining us for this final on day 4. But it's not quite over yet. We will be back in a matter of minutes for the victory ceremony for this event, the R5 Mixed 10 metre Air Rifle Prone SH2. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly with that victory ceremony.
Announcement. Malcolm Hum. Have your device. No live. Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the R5 Mix 10-meter air rifle prone SH2. Please welcome the medalists. The medals will be presented by Ferrell van
So
Wolven,
this is
Head
the
of
R5
Technical
Mixed 10
at
meter
the
air rifle
World
prone
Shooting Parasport
SH2
Championships.
event victory ceremony. Welcome back to these World Championships
accompanied
here
by
in Sydney.
Volker Kerkeler,
The final
chairperson
finished just
of
about
the
10
Rifle
minutes
and
ago,
Pistol
and our
Jury.
athletes are in position, ready to receive their medals. The voice you can hear is Shaq presenting the ceremony
The bronze
here in the
medal
Sydney International
representing
Shooting Centre.
Italy, Andrea Liverani.
The bronze medalist from Italy, Andrea Liverani, with a total of 233. That's his second medal from these World Championships after he picked up the silver in the mixed 10 meter air rifle standing event.
The silver medal representing Serbia, Dragan Ristic.
Finish with a total of 255.3, given a world title. It does a medal away from the world.
And world champion, representing the Republic of Korea, Lee Duk.
With a total of 255.4, his first World Championships, first final of the World Championships, and he will leave Sydney with the world title in the R5 mixed 10 meter air rifle prone SH2 event. So we'll now hear the national
Ladies
anthem
and gentlemen,
of the
national
Republic of
anthem
Korea.
of the Republic of Korea. Congratulations to the World Championship medalists.
So that's the victory ceremony for the R5 mixed 10 meter air rifle prone SH2 event. Andrea Liverani taking the bronze, Dragan Ristic taking the silver, and Lee Ji-sok with the gold medal and the world title.
We'll have one more
And
victory
it's total of
ceremony for the
255.4.
R5 teams event.
And we'll be back in just a few moments with the team event victory ceremony. So don't go anywhere, we're not done yet. We'll be back very soon with the final victory ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the R5 Air Rifle Prone SH2 teams. Welcome the medalists. The medals will be presented by Volker Kerkeler, chairperson of the Rifle and Pistol Jury, accompanied by Ferrell van Hoven, head of technical at the World Championships. The bronze medals are awarded to Great Britain. James Bevis, Tim Jeffrey, Ryan Cockbill. The silver medals are awarded to Ukraine. Vasil Kovalchuk, Vitaly Plakushi, Yuri Matafonov. The gold medals, and with a new team world record, Serbia. Dragan Ristic, Dejan Jokic, Zdravko Savanovic.
So after taking the gold medals and setting a new team world record.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Serbia. Congratulations to the World Championship medalists. Well, the team world record for this event has been broken for the first time in 3.5 years. The previous record was set by Great Britain in January 2016 with a score of 1906.4. Serbia just broke that record by 0.9. So 1907.3 is the new world record set by Serbia today. Congratulations to them. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming today. Thanks for your support. The buses back to the hotels will be within 5 minutes. Hurry! 5 minutes. Thank you and good night.